Hello, everyone. I am doing a tour of all of my old art sketches that are sitting on my computer. Spooky. I'm actually really nervous about this. I don't know why. Yeah. Okay, so I guess I'll go through these. Oh my goodness. Okay. So this first one, these are two characters from a story I wanted to write. There was supposed to be a fantasy world. No, it was a post-apocalypse world setting. But it was supposed to come from a fantasy setting. So instead of in the future, a nuclear bomb goes off, it would be in Fantasyland, a nuclear bomb goes off, and that bomb was a crazy dragon. So, and it's the survivors and stuff. And two of the main characters were sweet babus who were in love. And yeah, I think this is the one drawing I have of the idea. But one day I'd like to go back to it because it was fun to think about. But I haven't done anything with it for 3 years. Oh gosh, I drew this back when I was into BioShock Infinite. I still am. I really like that game. But this grumpy Booker. So grump. And cute Elizabeth. Oh right. So I had this, I originally drew this kitten for a t-shirt contest. And then I liked it so much. I didn't win the contest, but I liked it so much that I used it as a Twitter header, a Twitter cover image, and a blog header for a long time. I still really like it. It's really cute. Oh my goodness, an old drawing of Bones. Being all cute back when he had short hair. So cute. And again, more Bones. I think I was playing around with whoops. I think I was playing around with some brushes. I wanted to draw him as a cool boy. Because he's never cool now. He didn't even make a face at me. I'm disappointed. This is a character from a comic that got scrapped. So for a while, Bones and I had a comic we were planning to send out to publishers, but it never went anywhere. So yeah, this is one of the characters, Brooke. And she's a cutie. This is usually how my design sketches go. It's usually just a bunch of sketches, and then eventually a character would come out of it. Oh my god! Yes, Bones, do you remember Hal and Monster Dad Buddy Cops? I think we did this on a live stream at some point. But yeah, Monster Dad and Hal. Buddy Cop AU is always the best AU. Let's be real. Oh, some drawings for buttons. A couple years back, we were selling these at Fan Expo, I remember. And there's them colored. There's some more buttons. I used to design things really weird. I'd just draw them and then color them and then pull them out onto separate layers and then throw them in the template and then figure it out from there. Now I'm a lot more organized, where I actually start with the template. There's a bunch of buttons that we never made, but we're kind of moving away from fandom now, so we wouldn't use any of these anymore, but they were fun at the time. A random doodle. I think that was supposed to be based off me. The sketch, it's just a warm-up, but I think that's how I looked at the time. Oh, more Bones. I think I drew this when I used to, not used to, I just don't do it as frequently now, but we used to hang out with friends, and they'd do writing and I'd do art, so I do a lot of doodles of just drawing us as we say things, quoting our funny little stuff. So here's Bones quoting dumb inside jokes. Oh, this is, Bones' character Daffodil. So she's from an RP we had for a long time about a bunch of college kids who discover that aliens are at their school, and a foreign exchange program for aliens to come to Earth and learn Earth culture. So Daff is one of those aliens. She's a human, but she's from space. And yeah, she's really tough. She's from this planet where everyone fights, and it's really honorable to fight in an arena and kill people. And then she meets regular college kids, and they're yeah, we don't kill each other. That's not cool. Are you okay? And yeah, she's one of my faves. She's really cute. Random warm-up. I always really liked this, but I didn't know what it was. Like, it was just kind of like freeform, just drawing whatever came into my head. But I like the movement of it. Never gonna do anything with it, though. Oh, cute doggo girl, before I knew how to draw doggos. Ooh, this is from another live stream. It's Dylan when he's all grown up with baby Rizzo. It's weird to think that Dylan is older than Rizzo, because, like, we drew Pretty Mouth first, and then Magpie is the prequel. Oh, this is from another RP. I don't remember the plot exactly, but I remember Bones' character had a cat named Egg, who was just a big plump kitty. And I loved him. Oh, a cute elf girl. I really liked how the colors turned out here. I think this was like, so back in 2015, I was still like learning how to do nice color palettes. I think I'm still learning. So I was trying to get like the really muddy colors out of my work. So I was trying to go with more like vibrant stuff. This is still pretty like pastel-y and washed out, but still better than a lot of stuff I was doing before. Oh, I think the dialogue's missing here, but middle school feels, am I right? So this is Allie and Evan from Pretty Mouth, who grew up together and were close friends in middle school, and they were total weebs, just like me and my friends. Oh, more Evan. I used to draw a lot more Pretty Mouth stuff. I should draw more of it. Yes. Cat nights. Ooh. So for the longest time, I was always like, oh, I want to do a story with, like, fantasy cats. Where, like, mages and rogues and knights. And Bones was like, maybe one day. And then one day we did an RP of fantasy cats. And then that turned into 9 Point. So, my dreams have been fulfilled. So this, I was really into Fire Emblem Awakening? Is that it? It's not Fates. Fates is the newer one. Awakening, yeah. So I got into that game for a long time in 2015, 2014, so yeah. So I drew Lissa. And then Robin. More Robins. Super cute. I love Robin's character design, and a lot of the customization you can do with them is super cute. So, yeah, I was really into it for a while. More Robin, Chrom. This is like one of the only times I've drawn him. Robin again. Oh, Robin and Chrom. I think these are buttons that we sold for a little while. More fantasy animals. See, I've been wanting to work on something like 9 Point for a long time, so. Oh, here are some designs for a while we were selling buttons for LGBT comic stuff. So, like, here's some of the buttons we printed. I really want to make something like this again, because, like, they're very near and dear to me. More Pretty Mouth stuff. Rizzo as a donut. Can't go wrong there. Oh, he cried. I think these are just random doodles. And then Evan being all cute. I miss Pretty Mouth. I need to reread it or something. Oh, for a while I got into the Grisha trilogy by Leigh Bardugo. Still one of my favorite book series, but I was like trying to draw all the Grisha. That's how I always imagined their kefta. Is that what they're called? The like robes they wear? Yeah. Oh, for a little while I got into Dragon Age. Inquisition. I think that's the one. Oh my god, it's been forever. Yeah, so that was my character. I used to play around with like kind of vibrant colors. Like I like what I did with the hair there. I was trying to throw like greens and reds and stuff. Like, I used to experiment a little bit more, though I didn't know what I was doing. Yeah, I still like this one. Oh, that was a button of Ira from Pretty Mouth. Oh, when I drew Jace from Mortal Instruments, because he's my boo. More buttons from Ruby. Oh my goodness. So I got into a book forever ago. Like back when Bones and I first started dating, we started reading I Am Not a Serial Killer. Dan Wells really good series of books. Like the first 3 are some of like my favorite books ever. But it's about this like young kid who's convinced he's going to become a serial killer, and then like murder happens in his town and he starts investigating it. It's so good. Please read it. And I've actually met the author and he's really cool. But yeah, so I read, I think when one of the later books in the series came out, I read it and I did some fan art of the main character, John Cleaver. I think these are just some fantasy doodles. They were characters that I never named and I never really did anything with, but I still like these drawings. Oh, a Kit Kat. Meow meow. Some warm-ups. I used to do lots of sheets of just like warm-ups of different models. And like, I need to do that again. I really like how they turn out. They're very like fluid. Oh, Lucina. She cute. Yeah, like I said, I was really into Fire Emblem for a bit. Oh, so when I did Meet the Artist. I know that like that challenge has come around a few different times, but I think this is like the one time I did it. So cute. Ooh, okay, so Bones and I wanted to do a collection of like prints of like cat puns. I can't believe we haven't done anything with that. Maybe we will in the future. But so one of them was a mountain. So it's like when there's a pile of cats. Oh, so this one is more fan art for I'm Not a Serial Killer. I think there's a scene in one of the later books where John is talking to himself with like sock puppet hands because he's kind of having like a mental breakdown. Like, it was a really good scene, so I drew it. Oh, right. So Bones and I made some buttons for... This was back when we were doing the Running Bunny, which was like a zine we tried to do. But for one of Bones' stories in it, I think the first story we published in it, one of the characters was called the Oracle, and it looked like this. And this is one of the illustrations I did for it that we later turned into a button. And it's still really cool. Alright, so I tried to do some pixel art a while ago. I think at the time Bones and I were thinking of doing like a video game. So I was like, well, I want it to be like pixely and cute. I think it was like, not like a visual novel. I can't remember if it was supposed to be a visual novel or not, but it definitely had like elements like that. But we still wanted like sprites to exist and move around and stuff. So this was the sprite for the main character. Oh my god. So back when we finished Pretty Mouth, we'd planned to work on another comic called Warm Face, which we didn't do anything with it, but I still love Warm Face. It's so good. So Warm Face is about a guy named Ollie, so the main guy here in the middle with his crazy coat. So yeah, it's about a guy who is raised by the dead, literally, in the zombie speakeasy. And yeah, it was supposed to be really like cute and colorful. Maybe we'll do something with it, maybe we won't, no promises. But back when we finished Pretty Mouth, we thought it was going to be like our next project, but it turned out it was not. And then we did the Magpie. So yeah. Oh my gosh, this image brings back memories. Oh right, this is when I was trying to turn Evan and Rizzo into the style for Warm Face, because Warm Face was supposed to be like a little more simplified than my regular style, and all the characters had cute little dot eyes or line eyes. So yeah, it was fun to turn them into little cutie boobs. Oh no. Oh no! My shame. No shame. So oh my god, I can't believe. But Bones and I, for a while, we were gonna do we did a My Little Pony RP. And these were our characters. I think these two were mine. I think Bones had a different character. Oh my god. Still fun to draw. Like, ponies are cute, don't get me wrong. But oh my goodness, I blush. Oh, more doodles. I think I was figuring out legs. Where like my work is really stiff, so I did a bunch of different drawings. I like this guy here. He's doing some real good lunges. He's working those quads. Oh, some more doodles. Trying to loosen up. It's really great, like, before you sit down to draw, to just do some really quick figure studies. Like, I used to just go through, like, photo sites and draw different poses. So, like, yeah, just do it. It'll make your work really nice and loose. Oh, this is hard to see, but this was, like, a bunch of thumbnail sketches for different prints that were never made. But I like some of these. Maybe I should revisit them. A lot of them are fan art. And we're moving away from fan art, but A little glimpse into my old process. Oh, there's more from our cat puns. So a hurricane. They're all running around, causing a ruckus. And a burrito. Which, if you've never seen a burrito, you're missing out. Bones says he made a burrito today. Our one little cat had to get his butt cleaned, and Bones had to wrap him up in a towel. He also clawed Bones up. He, like, was trying to get away from the bath and, like, stuck his claws in Bones' shoulder and wouldn't let go. So, yeah, it's a bad day. Bones is a trooper. He did his best. Oh, so these are some more illustrations I did for the Running Bunny. Again, from one of Bones' stories. It was like a sci-fi story about like a human survivor of like an alien attack, and she's like grown old in like a zoo that the aliens have created. So yeah, so these are some of the illustrations I did for it. And there's the thumbnail sketches I did for it. I like to see them all like laid out together, so like even though they're showing up in different places in the story, I like to see them like all together so that they are cohesive and nice. So I think because of like how long this is going on, I think I'll only look through 2015, and I'll have to do another one of 2016 later. Here are some more illustrations from the same story. Oh, Donut Rizzo again. This is one of my characters. I've had this character on my mind for a long time, but I haven't done anything with her. I don't even draw her very often. But like, yeah, originally her story was like, so when I was in high school, I went to an arts high school. There was the class above mine, who are like all art majors like I was. They, oh, voice crack. I always thought they were like really cool because they were all really funny and they were all like really cool art, and like they were farther along in their art stuff. And like in that school, I had lots of like cool artist friends, and like it was a really cool environment to be in, because I got to experience all the like cliche like high school stuff, but also be in this environment of artists. Anyway, so I thought like the kids that were older were really cool, and I thought that like a lot of my friends there were really cool. So I created like a bunch of characters that were supposed to like hang out at an art school, and be like cool friends. And so Rose is one of those characters. I think she was a painter or a guitarist. I can't remember. One of those. So yeah, so I have a bunch of characters that I wanted to work with in that story, but I haven't done anything with them, and I've kind of been like waiting on it because I don't know if I still want to do a story about an art school, but I still really like the characters. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe one day I'll do a story with them, or maybe I won't, because like sometimes it's just like there might be too much like emotions and nostalgia in it, but we'll see. Anyways, there's Rose with another character from it. I think her name's Carmen. Everyone's really gay in it too. It's just gay arts kids. Oh, so here is the cover for The Running Bunny. One of the covers that I did, featuring Pascal. He is a cute cat boy from one of Bones' stories. It seems like Bones has like, it was only a way to publish Bones' stories, but I swear we had more people submit their work to it. It's just whenever we didn't find another submission, Bones would create something for it, and I'd usually do the art because we didn't find another artist for it. So yeah. Anyways, I did this cover, and I still really like it. I feel like I did an okay job on the colors, considering I was really bad at colors before. Oh, this one, so at the time, so that same RP about the aliens going to college, Bones had a character named Jake, who was like a robot, who was adorable. Wow, sorry, synthetic humanoid. That was a whole plot point where he didn't want to be called a robot because it hurt his feelings and disregarded his autonomy, and he was really cute. He was a really cute character. But at the same time we were doing this RP, I really got into Soma, which is that horror game that came out. So I was like incorporating Jake and like the creepy elements from that game. So that's what that is. I showed it to Bones and he was like, "No! How dare you!" How dare you hurt Jake? Alright, so this is Rael and Elias from Sovereign. I can't believe I was still drawing Sovereign at this time. Like, that's so weird. Because, like, Sovereign was my life for, like, 5 years. And now I just don't draw it very often. So, a cute spider girl. Oh, this was when Splatoon came out and Bones and I really wanted to play it. So, and everyone was doing those, like, Squid Kid portraits of themselves. So I did one. More doodles. A mage guy. And Fire Emblem, of course. So when I drew this, I really hated it. I was really, like, annoyed that I couldn't... I had something pictured in my head. I had this, like, idea of, like, sunset lighting, so all, like, the pinks and purples and peaches and stuff all mixing together, and I really wanted to do, like, a cool environment, but I couldn't figure out how to do it, so I got really frustrated and gave up. But it was supposed to be, Tessa and Jem from the Infernal Devices in modern times. I like the idea of it still. Like, it has potential. It would be cool to redo it and actually, like, fulfill my dreams. But I remember at the time I was really frustrated with it. Oh, right. I wanted to look into a bunch of illustrations I did for the Running Bunny because, like, I did a lot. So this is from that, the Alien Zoo story that Bones did. They're all colored. I did really vibrant colors for this. My goodness. Oh, here's the design work I did for... There's Pascal, and there's his bird friend. I can't remember his name. There he is. It's your boy. There's the macaw character. Still can't remember his name. Here's another scene. Don't remember. I'm missing a lot of the context for these. Like, I only vaguely remember them. But yeah, they were cool to work on. Oh, there's me sketching out ideas for some of the stories. Really quick thumbnail sketches. I think this was for our Patreon when we first launched it. I don't remember exactly. I know it's Pretty Mouth inspired, so it's like an Eldritch contract. I don't think we ever used it for anything, but I did design it. Oh, this story. I do remember this story. So Bones wrote a horror story about, like, a creepy golem thing, and it messed me up. And I had to draw these, and, like, it was super creepy, so please live my fear. But it's about, like, a girl who gets bullied, and she gets, like, taken over by this golem thing, and then she hunts down her bullies, and they get their comeuppance. And it was really creepy. But really good. More thumbnail sketches. Oh, more thumbnail sketches. This is for a monster design for an illustration that'll probably show up later in here. I'm just figuring out how to make a girl kind of mix with a bird creature. Super creepy. More thumbnail sketches for another story. Oh, for this story. I really like how the colors turned out in this one. Like, they're very vibrant, but it really fit the story. So this is actually not one of Bones' stories. It was another one that was submitted to Running Bunny about, it's like a world where people can do, like, body modifications and kind of, like, look super pretty or however they want. And then the main character meets this one girl who can't modify herself. And then eventually they get rid of all the... They turn off all the modifications on people, so they have to look like they normally do. And then this one was for another one of Bones' stories. This one I'm a little fuzzy on the plot details, but I remember it was like a witch and her assistant, and they were really cute. And that's all I remember. Like, I remember the witch lady was really, like, depressed, and she felt like the world was changing, and she was really old-fashioned, and then, like, they smooched. That's all I remember. Oh, and this is a different story. So this was from the first story that Bones published for The Running Bunny, and it was a magical girl story, but the main character was a trans guy, and it was a very dark story. It was very like Magica inspired, if you've ever seen it. But yeah, the illustrations were really fun, and it's a really good story. I think these were Magpie Doodles from a live stream. So, oh my gosh, these are so old. This is probably when I was first developing Magpie. Oof. Oh, this is from the witch story. So there's her assistant, and there's the witch. It's a little sad, mopey, and turning into a swamp. Oh, and there's her all cleaned up. There's my line art. My sketch files. My thumbnail sketches. Oh, here's designs for that oracle. So from that magical girl story. The creepy unicorn thing. And this one was for, again, another writer who wasn't Bones. It was about a princess who was trapped in a dungeon, and then she summons a demon, and the demon's like, now I will go destroy the world, but she keeps coming back to the princess, because she's really cute. And they smooch. It was a really good story. I really enjoyed it, and I really liked illustrating it. So yeah, they are cute. Boop, boop, boop. Here's from that magical girl story. Magical girl inspired story, I should say. Right, because it takes place at like an abandoned theme park, and like there's monsters all over, and everything's all messed up. There's the oracle, who's creepy. And there's that bird monster I was designing earlier. This is the final illustration it turned into. More promo stuff for the Running Bunny. Oh, here's the character design of the magical boy. And then my thumbnail sketches for the story. The oracle again. I had to do a lot of like prep work for this. Oh no, I'm running out of battery. Okay, I think I'll finish this and then that'll be it, because I don't think I can go more. Oh, here's for another story about it was like a team of people who come to clean up, like, I think they came to clean up a corpse or to investigate like an infestation of like a giant spider. And it turned out it was like a pet spider. It was a really cute story, and it was really fun to illustrate. Wow. Bones is coming to the rescue! He has a cord! Oh wait, I won't leave it on the spider, because it's creepy. Get out of here, spider. Thanks, Boo. He saves the day! I really like seeing line art with the sketch underneath. I just think it looks super cool. It's just a nice way to see, like, the draft and the final product. And it just gives it, like, lots of energy. But I know that you can't always put the sketch layer under. But, like, if only. Oh, there's Trixie and Amanda smooching. There. Oh, I think I'm out of the Running Bunny stuff. That's an old avatar of mine. I used to use it as an icon all over the place. Little vampire guy doodle. A vampire girl. More warm-up sketches. Probably to loosen up. More buttons. This is still applicable as the Bones. Writers, am I right? And finally, I think this is the last one. Yep, that's the last one for 2015. It is more Pretty Mouth live streams. I used to love doing the Pretty Mouth live streams. They were really fun, because we just do doodles. I don't know who these are. I miss a lot of the context of these, but I know there was, like, jokes going on. So there's Dylan. There's Ramona as a mouth. There's Evan and Rizzo. Oh dear. Okay, this is where I will end this. Thank you so much for watching and looking through my old art. Like I said, I still like a lot of this stuff. It's definitely very wonky and silly, some of it. A lot of it was just warm-up sketches or things that didn't turn into projects. But, you know, it's good to doodle and sketch and get ideas down, and I had a lot of fun drawing them. It's funny how, like, I always find this with, like, sketchbooks, but also with, like, drawing files online, is, like, you build up, like, a memory of, like, what was going on around you when you were drawing it. So yeah, it's cool to go back and look at some of this stuff, because I haven't looked at it in a long time. And yeah, like I said, I still like a lot of it, even though it's, like, wibbly or weird looking, or the colors are weird. Like, it's just looking back at where I've come, and it puts a lot of stuff into perspective about, like, you know, I've made a lot of progress since then, and I still like my work from back then, so that's good. Progress is cool. And it is definitely nice to, like, put things in perspective and remember where I was at before and see how far I've come. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more art videos and other videos about webcomics. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!